right, guys. So look, we've got a lot to cover. YouZign 2 is a freaking monster, and I think you guys are going to be so very well impressed. But I've told I've got an hour to do this. Got a lot to cover, so let's get right to it. Now, before the days of YouZign, I'm sure all of you can remember this, all we had out there was platforms like Photoshop. So there was very few people that actually knew how to go out there and create high converting graphics for themselves as well as their clients and their online businesses and everything else. And you guys know that this is a massive opportunity today, right? So the complex software had thousands of useless features, and this is absolutely true. Coming from a Photoshop user myself, I will tell you I know how to use the panning tool. I know how to use the magic wand. I know how to do simple things like knock out the background, scale, and things like that. But most of the features that are inside of those platforms were too complicated to use. They certainly were not easy. Matter of fact, when I had to learn these things, guys, I usually have to get on YouTube and type in a Photoshop tutorial to be able to find these. And then when you weren't paying $2,000 or $3,000 for CS5 and CS6, then they went over to a monthly hosting, right? So now you're having to pay for a monthly software that you can't figure out how to use the damn thing unless you get on YouTube and you start typing in tutorials. Trust me, guys, I speak from experience, and I'm looking at the comments here, and I see that you guys are all agreeing with what I'm saying. So then there was these ever-changing formats, right? So the websites are constantly updating, guys. Technology is always changing. We are in an evolving world when it comes to technology, right? So it's nearly impossible to keep track, and it's hard to comprehend the requirements. To put it in layman's terms, we're over our freaking head with these platforms, right? And trust me, been there, done that, all right? And here's the truth. If nothing else is more truthful than the statement right here, guys, they were not marketer friendly, right? Anybody can go out there and create a design, okay? You can go out there, you can buy templates, and you can use Photoshop and other different platforms, and you can go out there and you can build these designs. But you know what? If they don't freaking convert, if nobody clicks it, if nobody buys, then what's the point? And if you're working with clients and your clients need that design to convert, they need people to buy, they need to build up their list and bring in leads to their business, right? These are all things that are very, very important. And it's things that people miss unless you're in this business. We know first and foremost that these designs need to convert. And that's why we say that most of the designs that you get out there when you start using with Photoshop and some of these other platforms are not friendly. It's very true. Okay? Now, YouZign, guys, I had the privilege of doing this webinar, I want to say pretty close to a year ago. Okay? And I was absolutely blown away by what this software did, and I started using it in my own business because this here changed everything. And I cannot imagine how much of the business was lost from Photoshop because marketers of all around the world started using this software, right? So just up to date as of last night, I mean, these stats change daily. There was 1,166,117 visitors. There was 27,460 people using YouZign, which resulted in 201,865 designs. And since we went out there and launched YouZign 2, there has been three companies that have attempted to go out there and launch a platform just like this. But you know what, guys? They don't have the dedication. They don't have the desire to help you succeed. And I see a ton of people are saying, is it better than this product? Is it better than this product? Is it better than this product? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not here to bag on any one product, but I will tell you hands down, 100% without a doubt, that the features, the easeability that you're going to see in YouZign, I will put it up against any of these copycats and every single product that you guys mentioned, all right? Here's why. These guys care about you. Look at this. Since we launched, there has been 304 updates. Guys, this was not a fly-by-night product that was created. This was a platform. And when you're willing to do 304 updates in a year's time, even less than a year, Well, those are people that care about your well-being and they want you to succeed. And it's so very important that you have the support. It's so very important that Bertrand and his team are sitting here taking care of their existing customers, okay, and doing all of these amazing updates as opposed to going out there and creating another shiny object for you guys to go and buy, because they see the bigger picture and they know that they want you to succeed, okay? You're in good hands. Now, how big is this team? I was absolutely blown away because when I started, they were just a small team. It was just an amazing concept that had proven out to be a small platform when we launched the first time. But you guys gave us the feedback we needed that said, hey, we need to take this platform to levels it's never gone as far as graphic design. So if you look here, Bertrand has an amazing team with YouZign, guys. And I had the privilege to meet each and every one of these people over the last 2 weeks. And guess what? The team is even expanding. They're finding more needs. They're listening to your guys' feedback. They're taking all that feedback into this platform and they're making it happen. So the more that they understand that they need to take care of their existing customers and help you guys succeed, the bigger the team gets. All right? Now, what's new with YouZign 2.0, guys? Well, what if I told you, Dion says, I love this freaking software. You're going to hear it in my voice, guys, because this here is right up our alley. This is exactly what we do, right? So check this out. Facebook covers. How many people are advertising on Facebook? Just say yes or no. Just say yes or no if you're advertising on Facebook. Yes. There it goes. It's just scrolling. Everybody knows the opportunity with Facebook. Well, you know what? Those Facebook ads are a little tricky to design, and you want to be designing these ads so they freaking convert, and YouZign 2.0 will do just that. We got Facebook ads, Facebook covers, Twitter covers, YouTube channel art, Google covers, Pinterest. Guess what, guys? Social media 2.0, man, it's big today, right? If you're not down with social media, you are completely missing out. Teespring. How many people are doing anything with t-shirts? Just say yes or no. Anything with t-shirts. You guys are going to love what we're doing with the t-shirts. Kindle covers, Google Hangouts, Fiverr gigs, blog post images, infographics, flyers, coupons, gift certificates, loyalty cards, rack cards, tickets, postcards, greeting cards, comp cards, business cards, memes, sales page graphics, ebook covers, pricing tables, advertising banners, website headers, and guess what? Even if we don't have something here, like one of the ones that I said, can you please get done, is LinkedIn. He said, Chad, yes, we will get it done. But guess what? See down there where it has the custom size? You just put in your own specifications and you can build your own LinkedIn cover. You can even use one of your existing designs, pull it all in so that everything is congruent, everything's consistent, and now you have a LinkedIn header. Guys, this is awesome. They have thought of everything. I didn't see it going this route. And guess what? We even use YouZign 2.0 for logos, but I'm just getting started, guys, because there is so much. And my goal is to cover the whole entire funnel for you guys today because I think you're absolutely going to be blown away. Now, check this out. What if I told you that it also has a desktop software? So what I'm going to talk about today is the integration on the SaaS platform, as that is my choice because I do a lot of traveling and I need to make sure that I have this designer at my fingertips at any point. But if you're somebody who works from home, now there is a desktop software and you can view your campaigns on Android as well as iOS. So now you can check out what you're doing on your phone, right? Now, I look at that and I'm like, how did you think of that? That is not something I would have thought of, but yes, it is very important. I just want to make sure, can you guys still hear me? I got a couple people saying they can't hear. Just say yes or no if you can hear me. Cool. Okay, so if you can't hear me, okay, now you can hear me. Good. All right, now, here's something that I requested, guys, when we first launched the first time, okay? I said, hey, you know what would be great is if we could create folders. So I could have folders for each one of my clients, or I could have folders for just Facebook designs or just timeline covers, right? So now I have all my templates in my folders. I said, can you do it? He said, yeah, I think we can do it. So guess what, guys? Now you have the ability to create your own folders, okay? So much is inside of here that's going to make your job so much easier. 3D covers, guys. Talk about perceived value. This is so very important today, okay? If you guys are out there launching digital products, if you're working with clients who are launching digital products and you are not having some kind of 3D cover, this here has a massive perceived value to it, okay? That's very important, but that's a whole nother webinar all to itself. And then I saw this number. I said, come on, Bertrand, are you serious? And when I got in there and saw the integrations and what they have going on here, guys, you truly have access to 1.3 million images. And not only that, how many people have seen some of these other design services where you can go and you can pull the image in, and then you've gone and opened up screencast and you've tried to save that image, but you can't do it, right? There's several of them out there. Well, this here was discovered by Bertrand. He said, you know what? I want to make sure that they can also download their image. So whether or not you use it in the software, that's fine, but you can also download the image and use it in your projects outside of YouZign. So you're able to find these images very quickly. You're able to provide all the filters, whatever you want to do, and then you can download it and use it outside of YouZign. And that in itself is worth the value altogether, okay? Just like I show right here, all right? So the integration they have with Pixabay, Stock Unlimited, and I believe it's Pixel Finder, Icon Finder, it's amazing. And it results to 3 million images that you guys can use. But you know what? That wasn't enough, right? They just kept going and going and going. They had a ball and they just kept rolling with it, right? So check this out. This was one of my biggest complaints, and I hate this on all platforms. I hate the fact when you go and you drop an image onto your canvas, and then what you have to do is you have to find these little corners here, and you have to pull them this way, and you have to pull this one, you have to pull this one. Yes or no? How many people have that relation to what I'm talking about? It's frustrating, isn't it? And you got to pull this image all the way down, and then you got to find this cover, and then you got to move it back, and it's a pain in the ass. Well, guess what? They realize this pain in the ass, and so with one button, you can bring in an image that does not fit your canvas size. You click this button here, and like magic, it goes boom, and it covers the whole entire background. Now, how cool is that, right? Shadows. You guys all requested shadows. They listened to you. You wanted the ability to put drop shadows and strokes and all that cool stuff on your text so that when you have a bright, colorful picture in the background, you can make your headlines pop. Boom. It has now been done. You guys are just scrolling through here with all these comments and everything. That's awesome. The integrations, man, it's integrated with social surveys, funnel kit, image suite, social caster, video contest, optimized press, smart member, lifetime stock beta options. They're even integrated with ClickFunnels. Matter of fact, I'm going to be working very closely with this team because we're getting ready to launch Member Hub, and we're also going to have templates inside of here for Member Hub as well. So they recognize that you guys are using other platforms and that you're able to use YouZign 2 to bring in those custom images into those platforms. They couldn't have made it easier, okay? Teespring, this is really cool, guys. And again, I've got an hour, so I've got so much to show you, so that's why I'm spending so much time on these slides. You go and you create your Teespring design, right? So like here they have the milkshake or root beer float, whatever that is. And I'm going to have to get a root beer float now, okay? So you drop that in, you click a preview button, it shows your shirt. But you know what? If you want to come over here and you want to have a different color shirt, well, you just come over here and you click the button. Lots of options with Teespring, or not just Teespring. Teespring's not the only platform out there now. Shopify, any of those things. We're in the process of setting up yet another Shopify store this week, and I'm going to be using this right here to set up my designs, okay? So it's awesome for T-shirts, all right? So how many people, I feel like I'm talking a million miles an hour here, how many people are pumped up and excited about this software? Yes or no? Awesome features, right? And do you guys get the impression, I'll let you guys stop just for a minute. Do you guys get the impression like Bertrand and that big, massive team are really looking out for your guys' best interest? Just say, yes, I do, if that's the case. Do you guys feel that way? Do you feel like you're in good hands and you're not just buying into another product launch? Do you feel like these are platforms and these are guys that really care about you guys succeeding? Because I'm going to tell you right now, this wasn't necessary. We absolutely crushed the last launch, and we could gone out there and done 2.0 and crushed that too. But you don't go do the support that they're doing, and you don't do all these updates, and you don't go out of the box with your thinking unless you really care about your customers. Okay? So here's the thing. I hope for those that are new and have never seen YouZign, I hope you're not thinking, wow, this is something that I can't do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this platform, one of the most famous key phrases that I use in all of our products, services, and launches is stupid simple. And when I tell you that this here is stupid simple, even though there is 200 templates, guys, yes, 200 templates, it still is stupid simple. And that's one thing that they've never, ever got away from, okay? That's always been the case. It's always had to be something that was very easy to use, all right? So I am logged into my software right now, okay? This is what the YouZign 2.0 interface looks like, and it is very easy. We have the canvas area here, and then we're able to come over here and we're able to search for what I call vector images. And when you have a vector image, you're able to change everything about that image. You're able to change the color. You're able to make it as big as you want, as small as you want. You're able to layer the images. You're able to do so much. And it's a simple 1, 2, 3, right? You choose your background, you choose your images, and you choose your elements. And that's it. That's as easy as it is. Now, when you come over to the templates, I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. You're going to see how easily you can go and choose templates that are already proven to convert. Now, remember when I talked about how we have our own folders, right? So like I created this folder here called New Design, okay? Actually, Bertrand did. And then what we're able to do is we're able to take the designs that we've currently created and we're able just to go and drop it inside that folder, okay? And that's how easy that is. Now, this design that we created last night is now inside the New Designs folder. So how do we do that? Well, you just come over here and you click New Folder. That's it. And then you can rename the folder, and then you just shift the designs wherever you want. Pretty simple to understand. Now let's go into the templates. Remember, I already talked about all the different designs that you have, okay? So if you look over here, you see that we have a custom size. Here's Facebook, Twitter covers, YouTube channel, Google headers, Pinterest, web banners, comp cards, prints, Kindle covers, product covers, infographics, video headers, post image. Now, I am on a, I believe that I am on, maybe I'm on a basic account. I'm pretty sure that I'm on an OTO account. I'll make sure that I let you guys know the difference between the basic version, which has 200 templates, and the OTO, which I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, guys. What would you say if I told you you have the ability to pick up 1,000 templates? Not designs, but templates. Because with a template, you can change out the text, the image, and everything else. 1,000 is the first OTL, okay? So we'll cover that, and I'll show you some of that stuff this morning, all right? So we're going to come over here, and we're going to say Facebook cover, all right? And now here is our Facebook ads. Here's medium, here's large. So I'm going to say, okay, let's go ahead and do this one right here. So I'm going to click use. I have the ability to view it, but now we see here is the Facebook cover. So I'll just go ahead and name this Chad's Facebook, okay? Just like that. Good enough. I'll click save. Now we're ready to go. So it starts out with the image that we already have, okay? Or it could be that we already had a template that had text on it and everything else. This text happens to be part of this image. So if I want to bring in a text layer myself, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on text, and I'm going to click here, and boom. Now we brought in a headline. And I can move this headline wherever I want to. If I double click this, I can come over here and I can change the color. So I'm going to make it pop, maybe something like white. And if I want to make it smaller, I can. And then we can go in and we can add like the shadows and everything like we were talking about, right? So I can go over there and I can start adding shadows to it, or I can change the opacity, or I can do a lot of things. Now maybe this right here is not the right color. So let's see if we can find something that is the right color. Okay. And then we can come over here and we can drop in our sub headline. I'm not going to spend a lot of time making the perfect design for you because I've got a lot to cover. And most of you know how easily you can come over here and you can do this. So we can bring in text and we can put that at the bottom. There's a lot of things we can do, right? And the thing is, I am still used to dragging these elements over here to get it to work. That's an old Photoshop thing. But right now with this, you just click it and it appears on the screen. Okay, so that'll take a little while to break that bad habit, but definitely that's a lot easier. You just click and it appears. Now what we can do is we can come over here and we can start looking at some of these elements, right? So like if I want to bring in this here, I just clicked it once. Now that there is a vector image, so it can be as big as it needs to, or it can be as small as it needs to. And we can come over here and we can go ahead and change out the color on it. Now since this is just one color, you can easily see how fast you can go and change out this color. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something that gets very, very advanced with the colors, and I still can't figure out the logic with this team and how they did this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this right here, which has two colors, okay? Now let me go ahead and delete this. Now, you can't just come over here and change one color because you have one color, two color, three color. There's four different colors. So the dream scenario, something that I never wanted to tackle, was the ability to change just this color. So if you come over here and you click this here, now notice you have 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. So if I just want to change this color, I can do that. And then if I want to change just this color, well, now I can do that. And I can change this as well, right? Now, if you get something where you absolutely love it, then what you can do is you can save that as a set. So now you can bring in your sets to as many different projects as you want. Pretty cool, right? Now, when we're ready, now this is a nasty, nasty cover, guys. But again, my time is limited. What we can do is we can come over here and we can click the preview button and we can actually start seeing what these things look like. So what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and come back over to the dashboard. I'm going to show you how you can see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and choose, let's try this again. This time I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do Facebook, and this time I'm going to do a cover photo. Okay, that's actually what I thought I was doing. But this right here, watch, we're going to go ahead and use this, and I'm going to show you how many elements are inside of this design, right? So we have the text layer. By the way, Bertrand did this, okay? We have this as a layer, this as a layer, this as a layer. By the way, he just went and searched for the word flower and then brought it into this design. And then this rainbow thing here is a layer too. So I can click on this and I can change any one of these colors. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? With most editors, you have to change the whole entire image, right? You don't have the ability to change out the separate images. Well, now, check this out, guys. This here is awesome. If we come over here and click preview, now we can see exactly what that looks like on our personal page, and we can see what this looks like on our business page. Now, how many people just had light bulbs go on? Because I'll tell you what we do, okay? We work with a lot of clients. Right now, we work with realtors, doctors, attorneys. We're even working with a pastor. And what we do is we go and we set up Facebook covers for them. We set up a fan page. We set up a YouTube channel. We set up LinkedIn, and we go and we sell that whole entire bundle, all custom, for about $5 grand. And you know what we do, guys? We show them exactly what it's going to look like on their social media sets before we actually create it. And that way the client can look at this and get a real live visual of what this is going to look like on their page. And they can say, well, you know, I just don't like the rainbow. And we say, well, you know what? No problem, right? We can very easily just come over here and say, okay, how about now? What do you think of it now? And they say, yeah, I absolutely love it. Please create it. And with the click of a button, guys, that fast, we're able to go and create these graphics. Now, yes or no? How many people are seeing the light bulbs? Just say yes or no. I've got so much to cover, you too. Bertrand saying, come on, Chad, get with it. We got a lot to cover. I get it. So watch this. We're going to come over here and let's select another template, okay? This time let's do a custom size. Let's do something like this, right? I'm going to destroy all of Bertrand's designs. I'll show you some of his designs too, right? So let's say that we have this. Wait for this to come in. Actually, we'll just go with this one. And let's just go ahead and bring in a picture. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do background, okay? So I'm going to do something like, let me find something smaller just to kind of demonstrate. So if I do something like this, guys, now normally what I have to do is I have to come over here and I have to pull this out, and then I have to pull this out, and then I have to go and I have to center it. Now that one wasn't bad, but this can be a real pain in the ass, right? So I'm going to step back and I'm going to show you that when we come over here, we can just go ahead and we can say set as background. Boom, you're done. That's going to save you a lot of time, and there's some images. What it's doing there logically is kind of complicated, right? So that fast, you're able to go and pull in your own image. Now, I'm going to attempt something that I really struggle with, and the reason why I struggle is because I have a hand that shakes, and I use a roll ball mouse. How many people have a hard time selecting an object or like going from point to point and they just can't do it? Yes or no? Tell me if you have a hard time doing that. Cool. So what we can do, check this out. I'm just going to go ahead and search for, let's try something like, we'll do something like this, okay? Actually, that one's, I don't want to do that one. But we'll go with the flower again. Let's go with the flower power, right? So we'll go ahead and choose a flower, and I want to choose something, and I'm not good at this at all, guys, but I'm going to show you how it's important to have the ability to select an image just by itself so you can knock out the background, okay? Now, I'll tell you with Photoshop, even being an expert, this is about a 25-minute process, okay? But with YouZign, what we can do is we can come over here. Now there's a button that says erase the background. So I'm going to click erase the background, okay? And I know a flower in the sea doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm just demonstrating this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little plus here, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to draw. See how much my hands shake? They shake bad, right? And I can zoom in and I can really get this perfect, but I just want to demonstrate how fast you can do this. You ever go to the fair and they got the blender and they're just showing you really quick how fast you can do something? Well, that's what I'm doing, right? So I didn't even have to go all the way down. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, okay, let's go ahead and delete all of this area right here. So notice I didn't have to go in point by point like you would with Photoshop, right? And for a lot of these designs, you're just going to be able to click once and it's going to know exactly where that area is. So I just kind of go along here, right? And my hands are shaking and everything else, and I click done, and you can see how fast you can go and knock out that background, right? You can do that with any picture you want. And if I had spent some more time on it, I would have had it perfect, but I still have everything to cover with you, okay? Now, what's cool about this is if you're doing it on a dark background, you don't even have to worry because you won't even see this because it blends in with the background, all right? Yeah, somebody says, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and you know what, guys? That's something that I am horrible doing, and it's really hard to do with a tracked mouse, okay? Remember also what I said, guys. Let's just look at these real quick. So we got academic and sports. These are all vector images, so we can change everything about them very quickly. Arrows. We know that arrows are massive with marketing today, but these aren't just the typical arrows that you're used to, right? These are different kind of arrows. Backgrounds. We've got elements here for business. Buttons. There's one called elements, right? So we can just come over here, click this here, boom, double click it, come over here. We can change out the colors. We can change out the opacity, right? So this is opacity, so you can kind of make like a watermark if you want to, right? So now we have like a heart in the sky, okay? You can center things. There's so much here you can do. You can do gradients. You can show a grid, okay? You can very easily come over here and duplicate this layer, right? We can reverse it so it's going the other way. We can layer things so where if we have this here and we want the little heart on the front, then we can come over here and we can say bring to front. So now if we go and we change this color, look at this, guys. I'm just playing here just to give you an idea. Now it's on the front, okay? You can do all this stuff very easily. And remember, we're giving you all the templates to get started. So what I'm doing right now is really complicated, right? You have to start from the beginning, okay? You have to start with a blank canvas. But what you want to do, guys, and I highly encourage you, is just take our templates and make them work for you. Change out the text, change out the images, bada bing, bada boom, you're done, okay? So we can also come over here and I can click on this here, and guess what? I can go ahead and put a border on this whole thing as well. I can change the color to the borders. I can do whatever I want to do. So if I move this picture over, you'll see that there's actually a border on this whole entire picture, right? A lot of cool things we can do very easily. And by the way, somebody said, can you change the font? Yes, if I come over here and I click this here, we have total options up here as well. So if we double click this, now look, we can come over here and we can change the font. I really like this one right here. This grunge look, this is really cool, right? So that's how fast we can go and we can get these custom designs, right? Awesome stuff, guys. And it's just going to change the way you do marketing for yourself and your clients. And I am doing a poor job this morning because there's so much to show in this software, and I'm already a half hour in, and I haven't even given you a link to purchase. So look at this. We got backgrounds, business, buttons, elements, food and travel, icons, all right, in addition to Icon Finder, industries, nature, objects, occasions, people, shapes, technology, web elements, text. We already covered text. Now look at here. Look at these integrations. Icon Finder. Yes or no? How many people are familiar with Icon Finder? Look at this here. If I want to bring in my Facebook logos, boom, it comes right out of Icon Finder, and you guys can use that, right? So you can put all your logos down here at the bottom. Now, I will tell you, the first thing I do is I go and I search Google Images, and I look for a Facebook logo, and I look for a Google Plus logo. I can never find any that are all compatible with each other, and then I copy them, and then I pull them into Photoshop, and then I select the image to where I can get it just by itself. Now, we can very easily come over here, and we can do all the images at once. And guess what? If I need to size them all down at once, I can do that. Also, remember that I can go and save this whole entire thing as a group. So if I want to spend my time coming up with the perfect elements for my social media calling or my social media signature, I can do that, and I can come over here and I can save it as a group. Okay? Pretty cool. Also, Pixabay. Remember what we said. It was something like 1.3 million images, and the reason why is because we are integrated with Icon Finder, Pixabay, and Stock Unlimited. So you can come over here and you can search for anything in the world, and it will bring up these images, and you can just go ahead and use them, okay? So you can search for pretty much anything. You can find those images, and you can very easily just drag them in, all right? Also, there are some things that they are still working on as far as the backgrounds, but I'm told don't worry about it. We will still do it. And remember, you guys know how you can go and you can knock out the background on your own, okay? So 1.3 million images is perfect for what you are doing with your backgrounds and everything else. Now, what if I told you that we have what are called filters inside of Photoshop, and they get kind of complicated and they don't turn out that great? Well, if you come over here and you click filters, what we can do is we can take our whole entire design and we can go and change it to grayscale or sepia or vignette, right? We can go over here and we can change our whole entire design or certain elements with just one click. So we can get a completely new, unique look that fast, okay? Bertrand, are you there?
Hello, Chad. Yeah, I'm in the call. I was just chatting with people in the comments.
I see that. Awesome. Yeah, he's. I don't know how you're answering all those comments, but good job, man. Your fingers must hurt. Your fingers must hurt by now, right?
Exactly. I'm in pain. I don't know.
Hey, so people are asking for the link. I assume that you got that all taken care of?
The link to buy, I don't think we're live yet. We're going live at 11 a.m. EST.
Cool.
So that's going to be, let me check my clock actually.
That's good.
It's going to be in about 26 minutes from now.
26 minutes, guys. So we're going to keep covering things in the meantime, okay? Yeah. So, but I just wanted to check with you, Bertrand. How are we doing? Is there anything else that you really want me to show? I'm about to get into the Teespring design.
So I think someone mentioned, they wanted to see Teespring. We could show some of the other previews, like the business cards, loyalty card previews, and that kind of stuff.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's go back over here, guys. Let's just go look at, let's look at social media. Should we look at social media? Or let's look at food and travel. All right. So let's just say, and it's a horrible design, but let's just say that I want to do this and I want this taxi on a shirt. Okay. So what I did was I chose the Teespring design. I just came over here and I went under print. Okay. And I just said Teespring and it went and created this canvas for me. And now what I need to do, because it's a t-shirt, is I'm going to click on the background and I have some options. I can choose solid, I can choose gradient, I can choose a pattern, or what we want to do is we want to choose none. So actually, let me make sure I'm on the right one. Hold on just a minute. I screwed up there. Okay. So I'm going to bring that back in, and this time I'm going to choose none. Let me make sure I'm still on that gradient there. Hold on a minute. Chad got trigger happy. So we're going to come over to prints, and we're going to choose Teespring shirts. Okay? All right. And then I'm going to choose none, and it's going to blue, Bertrand. Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah, I think we are experiencing a live bug actually, so you might want to do a refresh, you know. The dash should probably do it. So you could just go back to the dashboard or
okay.
Just save the design if you have anything special on it.
Well, I clicked on the element too, and I changed that color, so maybe that was the reason why.
Yeah, sure. I've taken note of it. You know, these this do happen with this kind of products.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to search for the tag down here. Check this out. So you can come over here and you can search for the tag. Like I can search for Teespring. I can search for ClickFunnels, right? I can search for any tags like this. So I just click search. Actually, I got to make sure I make the tag appear. So Teespring. So when you see it, you click it. Now the tag has appeared, and now we can go and search, right? So what it'll do is it'll bring up these Teespring designs. So we can go ahead and like use this one right here. Now the key is, before you do this, to make sure you have a transparent background, right? So I'll just say Chaz T. I'll click Save, okay? So I'm going to do this again. When I click on the background there, it is selected to none, right? So that's solid, that's gradient, right? So I can change out my gradient, very easy. Here's a pattern, so we can go ahead and choose our patterns. Actually, to be honest with you guys, I didn't even know that the pattern was there. But we're going to go ahead and choose none, okay? Now, when we come over here and we preview this, you can see if I choose the right template. Hold on, that's the Teespring design, but I also have to choose the right template. So hold on just a minute. We're going to do, I'm just going to show you how we're going to do up here. Okay, even though I'm on a custom size right now, I'm going to show you how fast we can go and change this again. So we come over here, we're going to choose Teespring. Okay, now I'm going to come over here and we're going to try this one more time. Let's just go ahead and grab something else. So we'll grab this right here, and this is a vector art, so I can make it as big as I want. I'm going to click this here, and I'm going to say none. Okay, now that we're on a Teespring design, not custom, I'm going to click this preview button, and you can see how fast you can see your graphic or your design on a t-shirt. Okay, so very easily you can just come over here and you can change out the colors, and you can save all of these, right? And then you can go and you can load them in your Shopify store, and that's exactly what we're doing with our t-shirts, right? Now that's a horrible design. If you guys actually sell that, good for you. You need to teach me a thing or two. But how many people get the idea? Yes or no? You just bring in your design, you make sure you have the Teespring image or element selected, and then you can just go and you can do that, right? I don't know if Shopify has an API open where you can just put them into Shopify, but what you can do is you can just come over here and you can just download them as a PNG, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And then you can just load them into Shopify. Now, something that I didn't see, guys, on the slide, Bertrand, you forgot to show that, and I think this is very important to cover. Let me just come back over here, guys. How many people have WordPress blogs, yes or no? This is amazing, guys. I'm telling you right now, social media is hot. And because social media is hot, if you don't have your blog going, get your blog going. And guys, don't do all the tactics about the blog spinning and the niche blogs and all that crap. Start building a high authority blog, right? And when you do that, make sure you have beautiful images. Make sure they represent you or your product or your brand, okay? And guess what? you can use YouZign 2.0 for this. So what we do is we come over here and let's just look at some of Bertrand's blog designs, right? So like if we look at this here, we can see the design on the screen, okay? Here's the design, okay? Now what we can do, guys, is it's actually bridged with WordPress. So we can go and open up WordPress, and WordPress talks to YouZign. And from WordPress, you can choose this graphic here, and you can pull it into your post and pages. So not only do they have the iOS, the Android, the desktop version, all the integrations with ClickFunnels, SmartMember, OptimizePress, all that other stuff, but now you can also use YouZign 2 to pull in your graphics right into your blog. Do you guys get the value in that? Yes or no? I want to make sure you understand that. That is awesome. So this completed image right here, I can very easily pull into a post or a page without saving the actual image, right? I can do it right inside of WordPress, okay? Awesome. I know you guys are still asking for links. We got 20 minutes to go. So what I want to do is I want to show you first of all, I'm going to show you some of Bertrand's designs because I think a lot of you guys are going to recognize them, okay? So let me just come back over here to my dashboard. I'm going to show you the actual designs that they're using in their software, right? So if we just look at these, you can see that he's got these folders over here, right? So these are all blog graphics, and these are templates, beautiful templates. We can change everything about these, okay? And so what he did was he started with the base template that you guys are going to receive. You're going to receive 200 templates to get you started. And then he modified those templates and created his own designs. And then he went and he created a folder called Blog Graphics. And you see that there are 43 designs, templates, inside this one folder, okay? Look at this here. This here, I don't know if this is a brand or if this was a launch they did, but this is called Commission Gorilla. Now look at some of these things, right? They're awesome. And the thing is, he can go and he can say, okay, let's take this design right here because it converted really well. And now what I want to do is I want to change out the book and I want to change out the graphics that you see, right? And I think mine's kind of slow loading, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we're on a webinar, right? Because I'm getting a warning message over here, Bertrand.
Yeah, Chad. Sorry, what I was saying, I was getting absorbed by the chat comments.
I think GoToWebinar is slowing me down. It's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and show
you. Okay. You want me to share my screen? Maybe I could show some of the stuff some of the people mentioned in the questions.
Absolutely. If you could do that for a minute, that would give me a chance to catch my breath.
All right, cool. So
hold on.
If you can pass the screen to me, if that's possible. I'm not sure how to do that actually.
Okay, buddy. There you go.
Okay, so I've been made the presenter, show my screen, and now you should see my screen. So if everyone can let me know in the comments if you guys can see my screen at the moment, just say yes or no. So you got yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. So I'm going to try to share some of the stuff that Chad mentioned. So there was the plugin, the WordPress plugin, so I'll share that with you in a second. And someone was asking about magazine covers and this kind of stuff as well. So we'll try to share. I'll try to share that with you right now. So if I find a magazine, an ebook cover template in YouZign, so I have one in my account here. So I'm just going to open that and show you the previews we have available. Something like some of our users don't see all the time is that we have a preview for pretty much every single graphic type, and these are very handy. So I'm just going to show you a few of these. This is the ebook cover preview. So you would edit your text normally, and format your cover. As you can see, I'm using an ebook cover template here. And if I click on preview, then I get the instant art cover preview. There's an open one as well. There's a ring binder here, a magazine cover, a DVD case cover, and some Kindle think there's a Kindle Fire or Kindle One, I don't know, previews as well. So this is pretty cool, and you can download them right away. I know that a lot of people, when seeing that, will ask, could you do bundles? So could you bundle the DVD case with the magazine, with the, the hardcover? At the moment, you can't do that automatically in YouZign. There's no like one-click button that does it, but it's definitely something we want to do. So we'll certainly have that soon, because that's the kind of feature you would expect from a cover creator. And so what you can do is you can download the previews and then re-upload them to your design library, to your image library. So as you can see here, these are my saved images. And this way you can build a bundle like this. So like for instance, I have a few images here. So I could just load these and kind of create my own bundle. But we'll make that easier for you as we go. So next, let me think what kind of cool preview I could show you. I'll probably try a loyalty, a rack card. We added these recently, so that's part of the new updates we've been pushing over the past few days. So I'll just show that for you here. So if you go under prints, as you can see, there's a lot of prints categories right now. When we started last year, we only had one, I think. And I'll go into, we say the postcard is very cool. I'll try that. And no templates found. Well, too bad. How is that possible? I saw a postcard earlier on. Okay, let's try a rack card then. It's loyalty, rack card. All right, so we'll try this one. And here we go. So I'm just gonna throw this rack card for now. I'm gonna save it to my library. And what I do is click on the preview here. And as you can see, it outputs this kind of preview. So that's the rack card preview. And the preview feature pretty works for all the design types here. So if I take something like a banner even, so let's say you're working on a banner, so I'm just gonna add some kind of background here. And probably add an image as well. Right, so if you do a preview of that, you'll get a preview of the banner, like how it would look on a real website. So that's the preview feature, really cool, and we just keep on adding to it. Like you saw earlier on, we added the Teespring preview, I think, to a couple of hours ago actually. So we just keep on adding more previews. And the other thing that Chad mentioned was the WordPress plugin and the integration. So I'll talk about these at the same time, because actually the WordPress plugin is a YouZign integration, and then we have third-party software integrating into YouZign. So if I go to support.yousign.com and look under integrations, so right now we have Smart Member with integrated into YouZign, InstaViral, Funnel Kit, Image Suite, Socialcaster, and we're working with ClickFunnels to be integrated with ClickFunnels as well. So that should be ready likely in the next 5-6 days. If you don't know ClickFunnels, it's like a landing page creator. It's very, very good, and we're really excited to be integrated with ClickFunnels. But now I'll show you how the WordPress integration works. So you have a little YouZign plugin you get from the members area, and you install it on your WordPress site, and then what you can do is inside your WordPress site, you can retrieve any of your YouZign designs in real time. So if I just had a space here and I click on Add Media, it's really built into WordPress, so it's very user-friendly. As you can see, there's an Insert from YouZign button here. It's a very lightweight plugin. We built it as small as possible. It's like 60 KB or something. And now I can see all the designs which are attached to my account. At a single glance. So I could just select this one and then click on Insert into Post. And here we go. The design is instantly added to my WordPress post. So that's the WordPress integration. I'll show you another example with a second image.
Yeah, that's an amazing feature right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very useful, and the good thing is that like all the changes that you will make on YouZign.com to these designs will appear in real time on your WordPress site. You know, so you can like remote control them pretty much from YouZign and just update the text, and it will reflect on WordPress automatically when you save on YouZign. And the other integrations, they pretty much work the same way. So with Smart Member, I could probably show you that. You know, we haven't really shown that yet, but there's an article on the help desk that kind of explains it. But the Smart Member one is really cool. I will try to show that if I can find my login. So just bear with me a second.
Yeah, you know, while you're doing that, with the WordPress thing, guys, here's what I would do if I was you. You got that blog out there and you do these beautiful designs. Number one, I would do this. I would say powered by YouZign, or this design was created with YouZign, and I would have your affiliate link there. Or I would say that these are the type of designs that we build, right? I would let people know. I would use your blog to bring in more business for those of you that are working with clients, because people are going to see your blog. They're going to see these beautiful calls to actions and these designs, and they're going to want to know how to get those designs. It's free exposure for you.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a great strategy, and I just got the integration screen come up on Smart Member. So if you're a Smart Member owner, you know, you'll find that under the app. So you can integrate with YouZign here. They'll ask you for your account details and so on, and then you'll be able to import any of the thumbnail templates that we have in YouZign, or the sidebar templates. Like all of these, I did them in YouZign, and we have templates for that as well. So you'll be able to import them directly to your Smart Member page. That's how the user integration works, but our idea in the long run is that wherever you go online, you know, and you need graphics in there, we want to be integrated with that platform. And that's what we're doing pretty much with those integrations. So I think we pretty much covered, well, I probably missed a lot of questions in the meantime, but I think I covered pretty much what's new in this side of the software at least. Chad, if you want to take over.
Cool, yeah, awesome. So guys, you guys' comments are amazing, man. I actually had to go and refill my cup of coffee because I felt like I'm like an hour to cover all this, really? So first of all, I'm going to let you know what's about to come, okay? When you pick up, we're going to drop the link here in about 5 minutes, okay? I just want you to know, because everybody's asking me, what are these 1,000 templates? So the basic version is going to come with 200 templates. I wanted to make sure I took the time to show you this, guys, because this is unbelievable. The first OTO, and most people on the call are going to pick up this OTO. It's just a no-brainer because it's going to be 1,000 templates, guys. Look at these business cards. How many people feel like they can go out there and sell business cards if they knew how to do these kinds of designs? Yes or no? Just say yes or no. Absolutely. Business cards, advertising graphics. Look at this, guys. We know that these kind of graphics convert because we see them all over the place, especially with retargeting. You go set up retargeting for your clients and you provide designs like this. Holy smokes, right? We're doing that right now. We're doing what's called Google remarketing, and these are the kind of ads that we have out there. So we have retargeting on Facebook. We have Google remarketing. We even have these kind of banners inside of our YouTube videos. You guys can be doing the same exact thing. Infographics. How many people have seen infographics? We know that Pinterest is hot and heavy with infographics, right? Well, these are expensive when you go out there and you buy them. Trust me, I know, right? But I can take any one of these infographics and I can change this to work for a video marketing strategy. I can change this to work for a Facebook marketing strategy. I can change this to work for how to bring in leads when you're a realtor. There's so many things that we can do, and I showed you how easily we just go and we point and we click and we change out the graphics. Boom, that fast. Well, the OTO comes with infographics. Google Plus. Yes, Google Plus is still a big player in the game, especially when it comes to SEO and branding. Now there's Google Plus headers, custom sizing images, Pinterest, more Pinterest, guys. Pinterest is a massive lead generation tool. Facebook covers. Look at these beautiful graphics, guys. I'm telling you right now, I had the privilege to meet with his design team, and these are top-notch guys. And if you look at some of these graphics here, they have that new Web 2.0 look to them, right? They got the flat design. They're all laid out very carefully. There's a lot of thought that goes into these. These aren't just the typical designs that you're used to seeing with the launch, right? These are beautiful. Would you guys agree? Yes or no? All right, then we have the internet marketing stuff for those guys that are actually out there doing digital products and you're out there advertising, right? Here you go. Here's all your sales page graphics, right? I'll tell you right now, I have looked for headlines inside of Photoshop that I could very easily go and just manipulate the layers, and I never, ever find the right headlines. Well, now, here they are, right? These are the things that convert. They convert very well for your front-end offer, for OTOs, all that stuff. It's all right here, and I want you to understand this is a template, which means you double-click and you make the changes. Twitter covers. Yes, Twitter is coming back in a strong way, isn't it? Well, now you have matching Twitter covers to go with your Facebook timeline and your LinkedIn and your YouTube channel. How about pricing tables, guys? Check this out. You can go and create your pricing tables, and you can save the pricing tables. Flyers. Okay, the list goes on and on here. Kindle covers, and he already showed you how easily you can go create that Kindle cover. This is the template, and then you click a button and it shows you exactly what it looks like. And then here's my absolute favorite, the potential that I see that is just massive today is your blog, right? The blog is like a massive lead traffic generation source, right? It's awesome today. And we're using real valuable content to bring in clients to our agency. They're finding our blog posts, they're looking at our calls to actions, they're looking at our images, and they're coming in that way. How many people have seen these guys right here on Facebook, the memes? My kids call it memes, right? How many people have seen this right here? The memes, right? This is all part of the OTO, and I wanted to show you this, guys, because I think this here is one of the most valuable tools that you can have in your business. It doesn't matter if you're working with clients, if you're just doing this for your own online business or your own sales funnels, or if you're doing digital marketing, whatever you're doing, there is a need for this. And I already told you that we are working with realtors, doctors, attorneys. We even picked up a pastor the other day, and we use this tool for all of those clients, okay? It really doesn't matter who your clients are, there is a need. Special occasions, Google Hangouts. I thought this was pretty cool, guys. You can do the graphics for your Google Hangouts. I used to do a lot of Google Hangouts back in the day. Software graphics. Check this out, right? Isn't that cool? JV pages, if you're in the launch world, then you can go and create your own custom graphics for JV pages. YouTube channel. Look at all the YouTube channel art. And again, it shows you what it looks like on desktop, what it looks like on your iPad, what it looks like on your phone. Creating a YouTube channel art, guys, how many people have actually done this? Just say yes or no. If you've gone and tried to create a YouTube channel art, it is such a pain in the butt. Their dimensions are crazy, right? Like you drop this graphic in, and then only this part right here is going to show on mobile or on your iPad. Like it's very hard to do. Well, we didn't have time to show you, but inside of his tool, it will actually show you the dimensions. You can turn on the grid and it'll say, here's the part that's going to show for your laptop. Here's the part that's going to show for your desktop. Webinar slides, just like I started with, guys. We have webinar slides in here. Call to action buttons. Resume designs. Wow, I didn't see that. That's pretty creative, Bertrand. Good job. So yes, this here is the OTO, guys, and I think we're probably to the point where we are dropping in the link. Is that right, Bertrand?
Yes, we're going to drop the link just right now, actually. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat. So the link for new customers to YouZign is going to be getyouZign.com. And if you want to go through the other pages, and I'll talk about what we have for existing YouZign customers.
Yeah,
okay,
so and that's one thing that I really, really want to tip my hat on. I found a great deal of respect for you and your team when I found out that you took care of your existing customers and you gave them a special deal. Like, that's awesome. Like, most people would go and try to take advantage of existing customers again. I really appreciate the fact that you gave them a break.
Yeah, sure. It's just part of the promise we made last year that, if you come as a customer while we are in a special offer like this, it's lifetime licenses. So you get all the updates and new features for free, but we just added 2 new services. So I think you're going to get into that in a second. for our existing customers that might want to check them out. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let me just go through this real quick, guys. A lot of people are saying, well, what about my team, Chad? What if I have developers, Chad? What if I have graphic artists and I don't want to do this stuff myself? They have what is called the agency license. And with the agency license, guys, what you're able to do is you're able to bring in your team members to your designs as well as your clients. So if you're going to be using this for local marketing, if you're going to be working with clients like we do with our agency, then this is an absolute need. You need to bring in all your team members. You need to bring in your clients so that they can preview the designs and everything else. That is called the design agency. Okay, I believe that is going to be the third OTO, but do not quote me on that. Okay, so I'm just showing you what happens when you make the purchase. I'm explaining what everything does in layman's terms. He's got some amazing videos here that's going to explain it further, but I will tell you right now, this is an absolute must if you are working with clients, okay? And then I'm just going to go through this really quick. What if I told you that you could go and start out just 99 cents today, guys? You're going to get 100 new templates, okay? 100 new templates a month for just 99 cents, and then I believe it goes to $37 a month. So if you figure out what that comes to for each template, it is freaking amazing, okay? So just understand that there is a template club. You guys can get started for just 99 cents, and I definitely recommend that you do that, okay? And look at here. Their support team's already asking me, what can I do to help you? That's just awesome. That's what you're going to find with YouZign 2.0, okay? Now, I'm going to show you this right here because this absolutely blew my mind away. What if I told you that they will go and build custom designs for you? I want you to understand that. So you not only have the ability to pick up the 200 designs on the front end, but now you have the ability to pick up 1,000 designs on the first OTO. You get to go and join the club for just 99 cents right now, and you get 100 templates a month starting at 99 cents. And now you have the ability to bring in your team members and add your clients to this. But if it doesn't get any better, now you can say, hey, do me a favor. I've got this client that charged me $2,000 or whatever. I need you to build a design for me. Not an existing design, but I need you to build it for me. So they have what's called their YouZign Kickstart. And what happens is you guys will go and you'll buy credits. And then you'll redeem these credits. So you can go and get Facebook covers, Twitter covers, YouTube channel, Google Plus headers, Pinterest covers, Facebook ads, web banners, Kindle covers, ebook covers. The list goes on and on. So it shows you how many credits you need for each one of these items. Now, what's awesome about this, guys, is we actually go and we pay a lot of money to have social media bundles created. We do this all the time. Matter of fact, we're having to do this right now for a chiropractor. We're having to do this right now for our pastor client. We're having to do this right now for our realtor client. Those are just 3 clients in the last week. Okay, matter of fact, I'm not as active in the launch scene anymore because it's actually easier for me to work with clients. It feels a lot better and I make a lot more money in the process. This service right here is invaluable and it'll save you so much money. So just to kind of give you a bird's eye view what you can do with that, just so you understand, for 200 credits, guys, that's 40 Facebook covers you can get designed. And here's the nice thing. When you go on Fiverr or Elance or something like that, they go and they create a PSD and then they give you the PNG, right? Well, that's not a template, right? What you need to understand is these are not just designs. These are templates, which means you can take that and use it over and over and over and over for as many projects and as many clients as you want. So they're going to go and create 40 YouZign templates for you. That's what 200 credits would get you. Or 200 credits would get you 40 Twitter covers. This is just an example of what you could do with 200 credits because that's what they're selling here on this page. They're selling 200 credits, okay? Yes or no? How many people see the potential with what I'm showing here? Just say yes or no. Do you guys get this whole package? Like, it is an unbelievable funnel. And when they contacted me and they said, hey, Chad, can you do the webinar? I said, well, you know, I don't really do webinars anymore because I'm busy with my clients. And they said, Chad, why don't you come on a call? I want to show you what we put together. And I say, hey, I love your software. I use it all the time. I'm just really busy. And when I saw this, I said, wow, what an unbelievable funnel. I would love to do this for you, right? It's awesome. I feel good. I'm excited. You hear it in my voice. There's a lot of potential with products, guys. I love how this marketplace is changing and how people are actually seeing real results in their business. Like, that's awesome. And when you guys come over here to the sales page, I just want to point this out really quick. When I saw this, I was blown away by all the testimonials from people, all the people that are making money selling on Fiverr, selling on Elance, working with clients like we're doing. Like, it's unbelievable how much money they are saving and how much they are making, okay? So take your time and go through this, guys, and look at the potential here, because I showed you it really is as easy as 1, 2, 3, especially when you already have the winning designs, okay? So I don't think they can think of anything else, guys. I mean, I'm really, I'll tell you, it's going to be really hard to do YouZign 3, because how do you top this, right? Like, it's just unbelievable what you can do. It's awesome. And remember, you're going to have 200 templates on the front end. You buy the first OTO, you're going to have 1,000 templates. Then I want you to go and become a part of that club. Get started for just 99 cents. Try it out. Your goal should be, and this should be easy, is to make your first month with those templates, right? Go out there, sell it on Fiverr, sell it on Elance. I'm sure he's got training that teaches you how to do that too, right? Make back your money right away so that you can stick with that subscription. And what you'll find is when you get out there and you actually start making money, that you'll just keep making money. You'll get in that mindset and it'll just happen. But you got to get over that first hurdle. And I'm telling you right now, guys, we advertise all the time right here in Casper, Wyoming. We have ads running all the time. People see our ads. They say, hey, how do I get ads like this built? How do I get somebody to run my campaign for me? Guys, all you got to do is get started. And when you put these kind of designs out there, your business will take off. Whatever you're doing, yourself, your clients, whatever you're doing, trust me, just get out there, start using this tool, get exposure to it, and your designs will take off. Okay? Awesome. So if you went and already purchased YouZign 2.0, the front end, which includes 200 templates, I want you to say yes. Just say yes in the chat real quick. Bertrand, feel free to jump in at any point.
Yeah. I was just watching the comments again. Right. So thanks for the presentation. I'll kind of go over some of the part of the funnel, so the agency. I think we can go deeper into that. So if you could pass your screen to me, I'll be able to.
Give me just a minute. So that's just what I captured. So just so you guys know, let me see if that opens up here. Yeah. So just so you know, here we go. So I just captured that on Jing. You guys can't see what we see, what Bertrand and I are seeing on the webinar, but just at 9:08, when I asked that question right there, and it's still scrolling, and it's still scrolling, and it hasn't stopped. So just understand this is an amazing platform, and it's what everybody has been waiting for. And Bertrand, on that note, I'm going to pass it over to you. Great job on this software. I want to wish you all the best on your launch, bud.